Hey everybody, I'm Scott Starcher and I love to cook. Welcome to Make Your Belly Happy Barbecue. Let's get to cooking. Hey everybody, Scott here from Make Your Belly Happy Barbecue, and just sitting up here up here waiting on my smoker to get up to temperature. I'm cooking a butt, and I'm also doing a rack of ribs for Possum's wife. I asked me if it was going to be tender, and I said it'd be so tender he wouldn't even have to use his chewing teeth. So got that going on. But a couple days ago I went trout fishing. Never really gone trout fishing other than up in a lake, and this is my first time really. Well, I've gone and I've never caught anything, but this is my first time to catch something. And we got about 4 rainbow trout on Friday, and then on Saturday I got about 4 small brook trout or brown trout. So I cooked those up. I grilled them on my my Weber kettle, and I thought, what am I gonna do with all this fish? Because I can only eat a little bit at a time. So I thought I'd bring them up here on the mountain, see my buddy Scott, get my smoker rolling, watch what he's smoking. I think he's doing some mini meatloafs and some ribs, dry ribs. But I thought I'd make some fish tacos, which I've never done before, and I've never even eaten one before, but I've heard about them and I've heard people talk they like them a lot. So I chopped up the trout, got all the pin bones and the rib bones out, made sure there were no bones in it, and I chopped it up in little pieces. And I'm gonna make some fish tacos. And I saw a recipe online for corn slaw. Corn slaw. Don't know what the heck it is. Got a recipe for it. I'm gonna try it. See if we can make our bellies happy with some fish tacos and corn slaw. There we go. All right, the fish tacos have a few ingredients. So let's list those. This, which I cooked yesterday, is fresh rainbow and brook trout, brown trout, which I got from Rock Bridge Creek or something like that. I'm not sure the name of it. Over here in Virginia. Fresh caught it. I seasoned it and put it on the Weber grill and cooked it. Picked all the bones out, and we got chopped trout for our fish tacos. You need tortillas, little small taco tortillas for your taco. And it says there's different flavorings you can get. I'm just going to add some taco seasoning because I want it to kind of taste that Mexican taco flavor. All right, and I got some cilantro and some sour cream. Now, I'm also going to put this corn salsa on it, and on that I got a head of red cabbage, cilantro, a jalapeno, some avocado, and some red onion, and a can of whole kernel corn. So let me we'll get this chopping up these, I'm gonna put the taco or the trout in a frying pan with some little bit of olive oil, and then mix in my taco seasoning. I might have to add a little bit of water to it just to make sure. I don't want it real runny, but I don't want it all just powdery and dry either. And I'll get that going, and then we'll chop up some cabbage to make our slaw, our corn slaw. Alrighty, got my pan heating up. I'm going to put a little bit of Aweome in it, just a dab. I don't want to make it greasy or anything, just enough so the fish don't stick on the bottom of the pan. And all we're doing is heating up this fish because it's already cooked. It's completely cooked and chopped up, deboned. Got the pin bones out. That was a pain in the butt. But the meat pulled, right after I cooked it, the meat pulled right away from the rib bones, so I didn't have to worry about those. And so get that starting to warm up, and then we're going to add taco seasoning. Now you can do it without taco seasoning, but just put whatever spices you like in it, I guess. But I want to make this more of a taco-y type thing. So this is mini smoked meatloaf. Scott just pulled off the smoker. Aren't those beautiful? All right, we got our taco or trout. Break it up a little bit more. But it's all we're doing basically is we're going to warm this up. We're going to add a little bit of taco seasoning to it and just a hint of water, and then we're going to let that cook down. And let that cook down so that our fish is seasoned really good. So I'm going to add a little bit of water. Just enough to get it where it's not too watery, and this will cook down and it'll be perfect. So we're going to let that simmer a little bit, and we're going to get over there and get them veggies chopped up so our slaw will be ready. And I've never made this corn slaw before, but it looked good, and I thought, man, that would really complement a fish taco really well. So got that all mixed up nice and covered. Each piece of fish is covered with some taco seasoning. I'll turn my heat way down and just let that simmer until our slaw is done. All right, so now we got our slaw all mixed up. I'm gonna add a can of drained whole kernel corn. So right now this is kind of what it looks like. And now I'm gonna make a sauce of about a quarter cup of mayo, Duke's mayo, the only mayo to ever use. Scott turned me on to that, and I haven't bought any different mayo since. I was always a Miracle Whip guy. I haven't bought Miracle Whip for years now, at least 50 years or so. So we're going to get about a quarter cup of mayo, more, less, however, a lot of you guys have your own slaw recipe. I think that's kind of basically what we're doing here, is making a slaw dressing. And to that, I'm going to add the juice of one lime. And it calls for honey, but in my slaw, I like white sugar. So about 2 tablespoons of white sugar. Then we'll mix that up, and then I'm going to taste it. And if it's what I want, we're going to put it in there and finish up our slaw. And then probably add some I'm going to go get some more lime juice. Alright, now we've got our dressing all nice and mixed up. We're going to pour it in our slaw mixture. Get it good and mixed up. Scrape everything out of the bowl. Waste not, want not. Grandma Powell always said. So you start just stirring that up and tossing that with the corn, with the slaw. It looks good. Pretty colorful. Got greens, purples, and yellows in there. Probably made too much of this because I think that purple off the cabbage will bleed, turn it everything that's white in there pink. So the mayo dressing will be pinkish color. All right. And there's our corn slaw. Corn slaw, not coleslaw, but corn slaw. All right, let me get all this cleaned up and then we're gonna put together some tacos. All right, we got our avocados cut up. Got our slaw. Let's get the taco meat, or the fish meat off of the stove and we'll be ready to make us some tacos. All right, we're gonna get these tacos constructed. We're gonna get some of these real soft, these are the Mission brand flavor of tacos. And I got me a little taco plate here. Helps hold everything together. Put that in there. Put that in there. And we're going to put that in there. So first thing, we're going to add some fish. My cooked grilled trout. Just a little bit on the bottom. A little bit on the bottom. This is about, it's probably 2 12 or 13-inch fish with another 3 probably 9 to 10-inch trout. So it made a lot. So we got our fish. Get that out of there. Then we're going to add some slaw. I guess you could add cheese. I'm not going to put cheese on these, but you could put cheese on it too if you want. But I think with this slaw, corn slaw, and some avocado and sour cream, I don't think we're going to need any cheese. We're going to call this healthy. I don't know if it is or not, but we're going to call it healthy. Not much of a healthy eater, but make somebody's mama proud. I'm going to put some chunks of avocado. You see that? Yep. You know, when you're making a recipe like this, you leave in or out, put in whatever you like. You know, that's how you make a recipe your own, is by taking something somebody's done and changing it up to your taste. So I wouldn't put something on here that I don't like. So, all right. So now, got some sour cream. And I'm going to finish it off with just a little bit of fresh chopped cilantro. I know there's some cilantro in the slaw, but a good friend of mine said you can never have too much cilantro. And there you have 3 beautiful fish tacos. Instead of the slaw, I thought about putting some pico de gallo on it, but we've already done pico de gallo as a video, so we went with corn slaw. So we're going to give these a try and see if we make our bellies happy. There we go. Hold on. Alrighty, we're going to try these fish tacos. I got my special guest star, PitMaster extraordinaire, Scott Sennett from North Meat, South Smoke. Now, he's going to try one, I'm going to try one. Now watch his face, because if he makes a funny face, he didn't like it, and he's just going to be nice. Might have to do a Guy Fieri and eat over the sink. Ready?
Cheers.
Cheers. That makes my belly happy. That's a good fish taco. I've never had one before. That slaw crunchiness, the kind of the bitterness of the cilantro, and then the just the freshness of the fish. Beautiful. Here's to you.
Very, very good.
Alright, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous day up on the mountain. This is a lookout spot up on top of Fancy Gap Mountain, Beamer's Knob. Look off there into the distance. That's called the Buffalo because it kind of looks like a buffalo hump. But this is why I come up here and cook, because these are the views that I get to see. So whenever you guys hear me talk about coming up on the mountain, this is what I'm talking about. Let's say hi to Bronson. Hi, Bronson. Bronson. There's Bronson, enjoying the view up here at the mountains. Loves it up here.